Wagwan, my peeps. You know, this is your boy Showers. Girls, them flowers. Main nigga behind the market trigger, baby. Yeah, niggas. Coming to you live and direct up inside the place. Showers and weed music through the productions, through the flat to be exact, baby. Yeah, niggas. Come on. 1 second there. Come back to this day. Further investigation lead me to make that disclosure. Yeah. And it is very important that I make this disclosure because people want to know. And people are accusing other people. And people are blaming other people. And people are trying to ruin other people's reputation over it. And this is how it goes. First, I'd like to know from Dean Jackson Miller. I'd like to know from Dean Jackson Miller. Who named Blackman? I'd like to know from Dean Jackson Miller. Who named Blackman? I'd like to know from Paula and Porter and Derek Wilkes. Who named Derek? Who named Derek? Come here and I talk about Derek and I ring up Derek name and I blame Derek and I say Derek this and Derek that. I'm here and I call up one black man name. I'm here and I talk about King. Who named King? Who named King? Who named Derek? Who named Blackman? Who named King? Alright. Nobody now go answer me, you know. Nobody now go answer me. But my investigation come up with this. My investigation come up with this. And I'm going to put it out on social media and make people get the facts and get the truth straight. Because them people, you know, say them radio people here, you know, man, I can't express how wicked them be, you know. You know, so I can't express how wicked them be, them radio people here in Jamaica. We work on IRA FM, and RJR, and other radio station, then subsidiary, but I'm mainly IRA FM and RJR me I tackle. Because you say if you don't hit, the devil where it hurt most, you can't get know how to really defeat the devil, you know. You have to know the weak spot. Some at the weak spot them may hit. All the way I go on at the radio station them cause it. I'm going to show you the radio station them cause it. Alright. Investigation are going from about 2017. And from about 2017 investigation kick off upon them over the same copyright breaches and infringement. And who they are involving in wrongdoings and they are giving other people blames for it. They must be benefiting from the wrong illicit gain for them to be giving other people the blame for it. Because when they commit their crime and their lottery scam and they call other people names, that means that other people are being targeted. Alright. An investigation is going on about copyright breaches and infringement. It is discovered by the radio station Disc Jockeys discussing the situation on air, frivolous, not knowing that they were being read and deciphered, not knowing they were being translated until a story formulated on them and was exposed that they are involved in breaches and copyright infringements. Alright. It go on and go on now till stories start come out now. And this is what they're doing. This is how these people stay. Whenever they're on a story and they find that they can't go anywhere with the story, they jump onto something else. They always have a contingency. They always have this backup story. They jump off and they jump onto something. So make it look like, say, there is a story really going on. And it is all over social media about a tape. It is all over social media about a tape being propagated by RJR Radio Disc Jockeys, Derek Wilkes, Paula and Porter, Dean Jackson Miller, Emily Shields, Delia Harris, Chris Daly, every one of them, just name them, Kenneth Reed, every single one of them. And that's on RJR, and IRA FM, DJ Bones, Kishima Francis, Muta Baruka, Elise Kelly, Cobweb, every single one of them discussing it and they ruining somebody's reputation, right? They're slandering someone on radio station and both online. They are on the dark tourism. They are on the dark tourism website. That's on the back front. That's the back front of social media. So where the traffic comes on social media, they are not there discussing it. They are inside of real. They are discussing this scenario inside of real. And real is the back front of the page. The things that goes on in real, the average person don't know. And this is what they do. They created a back page, and that's it. Just like what they did in Discogs. When they published the record label and published the music production, they created a back portal. So the person who find the page would not be able to find the portal or get to the portal because they have to register to get to the portal. So what I like to know now, all right, they are on social media discussing and ruining somebody's reputation. The person who they are ruining their reputation, they're calling them Derek. Derek reputation is on the line. That's what I've discovered according to investigation. Derek reputation is on the line, right? The king person are subsequently helping to furnish the allegation against Derek. The king person that they're talking about is working on radio station. The king person flex between IRA FM and RJR. All right. And this king person is known to be a prominent homosexual. This king person known to be a prominent homosexual. According to investigation, everybody know that this king person is a homosexual. Man and woman know, girl and boy know, so this king person is a homosexual. And investigation also lead to a next person, this black man. I don't know if it's the same black man them talking, but I would like to know from Deon Jackson Miller which black man you're talking, because you are also using the propaganda and the allegations from black man for ruin Derek's reputation, because Derek's reputation is on the line. I would like to know if it's the same black man from Trelawney. Is it Christiana or Trelawney? It's Chris. I don't remember. You know, the investigation lead to Christiana, between Christiana and Trelawney. Is it the same black man that frequent? Is it the same black man that frequent Trelawney and Christiana? That involved in lottery scamming? Is it the same black man? I would like to know if it's the same black man that involved in lottery scamming. Them kill him brother the other day for lottery scamming. This is what investigation lead to. That they kill black man brother a couple of weeks ago for lottery scamming. So they are in lottery scamming, and they do lottery scamming, and they buy cars and they run taxi with it. This is what the investigation lead. Remember, you know, I'm not talking about the business, you know, an investigation, and in an investigation, no stone shall go unturned. In an investigation, no stone shall go unturned. All right. Someone would like to know from Deon Jackson Miller, who are you using this black man to? Why are you using this black man to corrupt Derek's reputation? Why are you using this black man? Because according to investigation, you are using the name black man in order to propagate lies and rumors against this Derek person. All right. That's what investigation revealed, that Deon Jackson Miller is on RJR propagating lies and rumors and scandal against this Derek person. All right. Let me go through it carefully and keenly and sift through it so people understand. All right. What would I like to know from RJR, Paula and Porter? Me hear Paula and Porter, and me hear Derek Wilkes and Delia Harris and the whole of them talk about it. This cell phone, they've been talking about this cell phone. I've been hearing about this video clip. I've been hearing about this video clip about a homosexual video. I've been hearing about a homosexual video being surfacing online, and the video also have Derek in the video. According to Paula and Porter and Derek Wilkes and Delia Harris and Kishima Francis and Muta Baruka and Elise Kelly and Cobweb, they are all blaming Derek and accusing Derek for being a part of this video. But according to investigation, Derek is not on the video. So basically, they are giving Derek the blame for a homosexual misconduct. That's what they are doing. I would like to know where to find the video, because I've been searching because I can't find the video. I've been hearing that the video is on Google. I've been hearing they're talking about it. Derek Wilkes talking about it on RJR. Paula Ann Porter talking about it. Dion Jackson Miller, Emily Shields. Every one of them talking about it. This homosexual video that gone viral, and they're blaming this Derek person in it. All right. How my platform get involved into all of this now? How my platform get into all of this now? My platform get into all of this because the brand belongs to me. The Showers Purple Ink brand belongs to me, right? The Showers Purple Ink brand belongs to me. And the Showers Purple Ink brand was founded online, being published, set it up for sale on a website named Discogs, and it was being promoted. The undermining were being promoted by RJR radio disc jockeys, Paula Ann Porter, Derek Wilkes, Francois Sanjos, Dion Jackson Miller. Dion Jackson Miller and Emily Shields provide legal service to represent the patent, the foreign patent that they were trying to claim on the brand. They were trying to claim a foreign patent on the brand, and Dion Jackson Miller and Emily Shields were using their legal office to represent the takeover. And this is investigation. I'm not accusing anyone or calling anybody name because I want to. All right, this is investigation, and no stone shall go unturned. So now that this homosexual video has gone viral, it's out there. I've been looking for it because I want pieces from it to formulate my story in an investigation, because I want to get the blame to the right people. Because attorney is involved, and you don't need discrepancies when you're formulating your story. All right. So there is a homosexual video being promoted online, and it is according to report, it involved the Derek person. That repetition is on the line. All right. Now they are also talking about a particular phone. They are talking about a particular cell phone that Derek has. They are talking about a particular cell phone that Derek has, that give Derek give reason to believe, beyond a reasonable doubt, that Derek is responsible for homosexuality. This is it. The phone, according to their conversation, the phone have some conversation and it's saved. The phone have some conversation saved on it that you can go to Google and you can access the conversation. But I've been trying to find out where is the phone and who have the phone, and nobody is saying. So the phone is anonymous. The phone is anonymous, and the video is anonymous. Because I can't find the phone and I cannot find the video to make my story from it. I'm just working off what they're saying. All right. So now investigation lead. Before I go to that, I've been hearing Paula Ann Porter them talking about it too, and Derek Wilkes and Dale Harris, and they're talking about this Richie guy. Who is Richie? Who is Richard? I've been hearing they're talking about this Richard person over and over and over again on the radio station. Richard. Richard is this, Richard is that. And he also go by the name Chris. I don't know if it's him go by the name Chris, but they associate the Richard name with a Chris. All right. Who is this Richard person? Who is this Richard person that they're talking about? And who is this Richard person that they're blaming Derek for? All right. So now Richard is in the mix. A Richard person is in the mix. A King person is in the mix. A Derek person is in the mix. And a black man person is in the mix. All right. So investigation further investigation lead to find out something about this black man person that Dion Jackson Miller is promoting in the brand, and this Richard person that is being promoted in the brand, and the King person that is being promoted in the brand, and this Derek person that is being promoted in the brand. But on the contrary, none of these persons were given permission to be promoted by Deon Jackson Miller or any radio station disc jockey because they have no rights to the brand. So further investigation now lead to this Richard person. The cell phone that they're talking about, further investigation lead to believe that the cell phone belongs to Richard. The cell phone that they are talking about, that all the vital information that will incriminate Derek repetition, is owned by Richard. Is Richard owned the cell phone? Investigation led to believe that the phone was owned by Richard. Who is Richard? Who is this Richard? All right. The video footage that they are hiding online, ridiculing and rumoring this Derek person, it consists of the black man. Black man is in the video. The black man person that they're talking about is in the video according to investigation. I would have to see the video, because if I see the video, I can identify who I see, because I heard the names and I investigate the faces that of the name, right? So if I see the video, I can be more certain about who are being accused, or if they are being accused wrongfully or what. But the video is made up of, it consists of black man, according to investigation. Black man is on the video, King is on the video, Richard is on the video, Derek is on the video, according to them. All right. So further investigation led to believe that they are on the video, and the phone that they are searching for to get the vital information from belong to a Richard person. All right. I don't know how or why they choose to do it. I don't know why they choose to do it, but they are very cruel and wicked. If this is what they did, they are very cruel and wicked. They're wicked and they're cruel, and they should not be spare exposure. They are wicked and they are cruel, and they should not spare exposure. If this is what they did, it was premeditated. All right. They are accusing this Derek person for the phone conversation. That Derek is on the conversation on the phone, and they need the phone to get the conversation from the phone to expose Derek. All right. How did Derek get the phone? According to investigation, Derek had some issues. Derek has some issues with the system. Derek has some issues with the system, right? Derek has some issues with the system, and Derek are desperately trying to sort himself out with the system. Derek are so desperate to sort himself out with the system, Derek will choose anything to help him to sort out the system, notwithstanding not corrupting himself, but Derek would try anything to sort himself out. Derek got the phone. How Derek got the phone? If Derek and Richard and King and Blackman is no friends, how did Derek get the phone? All right. Derek got the phone. Derek got access to the phone. Derek didn't got the phone. According to investigation, Derek got access to the phone based upon the church that Derek was attending. Derek was attending a church, and Derek got close to these people in the church because they are church members. And Derek got to know these people. Derek shake their hands. Derek talk with them. Derek had conversation with them. Derek had breakfast with them. Derek had meeting with them in church. Derek has nothing to do with their homosexual life. Derek knows nothing about their homosexuality according to investigation. All right? So how did Derek get the phone, and why did Derek get the phone? According to investigation, Derek got the phone, and someone was on the phone, calling the phone repeatedly. Someone was calling the phone repeatedly in church, and it's because it's not Derek's phone. Derek would not answer the phone. But Richard told Derek that Derek can answer the phone. According to investigation, Richard told Derek that Derek can answer the phone and Derek can access the phone because it's a phone that the church people use and the phone is inside the church. So anybody call the phone, anybody in the church can pick up the phone. So Derek is not just a culprit or culpable for anything in the church with that phone, because anybody could pick up the phone according to Richard, according to investigation. All right. So now Derek got access to the phone because the phone rang and Derek answered the phone. Someone was on the phone identifying themselves as an immigration. Someone was on the phone identifying themselves as an immigration, and they want to talk to Richard. And they are trying to find out how did Derek got the phone. And Derek explained to them how he got the phone. So it was okay to talk to Derek on the phone. So the person was inquiring who is Derek and what Derek wants. And what is Derek's position in the church. So Derek further said, there is nothing to discuss apart from him have some problem with the system and he would like to get the system to clear his name, right? Basically because the person said identify themselves as an immigration, Derek was chuffed over the situation because it was like a luck. It was like a luck to Derek to find a phone talking to someone who is an immigration. That's something Derek never had before. So Derek decided to talk to the person about his business on the phone, according to investigation. Derek proceeded to talk to the person on the phone about his business. And the person talked to Derek about what they can do for Derek and how much money it would cost to do the business for Derek. So Derek decided to go through with the business. So Derek went ahead and gave this person $25,000. Derek went ahead and gave this person $25,000. And I'm not gonna reveal who Derek gave the person the $25,000 because investigation is ongoing. But I want to expose these people. One of the person who collected $25,000 from Derek is also on the video, according to investigation. So Derek met with this person, and Derek gave the person the $25,000, and Derek told the person the office that they can go to and inquire about the business, so to find out if they can get clearance with the business that they're doing. So this person now that got the $25,000 from Derek, this person got the $25,000 from Derek, and after they got the $25,000 from Derek, they do not call the phone and talk to Derek about the business that Derek talked about them with. All they keep talking about, according to investigation, is the church and Richard. They want to talk to Richard and they want to talk about the church. They don't want to talk to Derek about the $25,000. So Derek proceeded to find out, what about the business? What about the business that you got the $25,000 for? What about the business that you got the $25,000 for? You said that you are immigration, and you said that you could go into the office and you could talk to certain people and you could get clarity about the business that Derek is doing. But you did not. You did not. You further proceed to went on to rumor Derek's name, propaganda Derek's name, gaslighting Derek's name, smear campaigning Derek's name, and Derek still haven't got any justice about the $25,000. Derek haven't got back his $25,000, and Derek haven't got any story from you about the office that you claim that you can make a difference about the business that Derek is facing with the system. All right. So now I'm trying to figure out now, if Derek got the phone, if Derek got access to the phone through the church, and Derek got access to this immigration person on the phone belonging to the church, and Derek willing to spend money to sort himself out, why was Derek's name being propagated as in a conversation with someone about homosexuality? According to investigation, all the person talk about on the phone when Derek get the phone is trying to get Derek involved in homosexuality. Derek refused to be involved in homosexuality and keep asking about the business and the $25,000 that they got paid to take care of the business. They refused to talk to Derek about the business, so Derek stopped answering the phone and Derek stopped dealing with them. Because all they talk about on the phone to Derek is homosexuality. They want to have sex with Derek, and they want to have sex with him, and they want to suck his dick, and they want to have sex with his bottom. And Derek is keep telling them that, why are you doing this? You said you are immigration, and you said they can clear certain documents, and you got $25,000 for the documents. Why don't you clear the documents and stop talking about homosexuality? Because you're talking to someone who's not involved or care about homosexuality. Why don't you do your job? Derek further to proceed that, I'm willing to speak to you whether you're homosexual or not, because I want my business to take care of. And I'm willing to pay you whether you're homosexual or not, because I want my business to take care of. That's what Derek proceeded to say. And the person continued to be talking about homosexuality, and they want to have sex with Derek, and they want to suck Derek, and they want to have sex with Derek rectum. And Derek refused. So Derek decided he's not going to answer the phone anymore. So Derek stopped answering the phone. So when Derek stopped answering the phone I don't know if it's because they already revealed their true identity to Derek. They are trying to smear campaigning Derek and blaming Derek for. So they created a video and they created a conversation involving Derek in it. All right. So what I'm saying now, the conversation that held on the phone, if it's not Derek, it must have held on the phone by someone. Who held the conversation on the phone? Was it Richard and King, or was it Richard and Blackman? Was it Blackman and King, or was it Blackman and Richard? Because two persons must be on the phone holding conversation, and somebody must be impersonating somebody's voice to say, oh, that's Derek. And somebody must be side profiling themselves in the video to make it look like Derek, so they would say, that's Derek. However, investigation led me now to be asking this question. If Derek got the phone, if Derek got access to the phone through the church, and be answering the phone to somebody he doesn't know, and Derek willing to take his hard-earning $25,000 and give to this person, and this person rob Derek his $25,000 and furthermore gaslighting Derek as homosexual, who made this video? And why was the video made? Was the video made to ruin Derek's reputation, or the video was genuinely made because Derek is a homosexual? But according to investigation, Derek is not a homosexual. The video was made to ruin Derek's reputation, according to investigation. All right. So, was it Richard? Was it King and Richard? Was it Blackman and King? Was it Richard and Blackman? Was it King and Blackman? Because it wasn't Derek. It wasn't Derek on the video, and it wasn't Derek on the phone recording. It's not Derek. Because investigation lead to prove that Derek was nowhere around you people to have anything to do with any video or any conversation or anything to do with any sexuality, because Derek does not know you people that much. All right. So now I'm saying it was indeed a plot to ruin Derek's reputation. All right. How did my page get involved in all of this that I have to be talking about it now? My page, as I said, got caught up in it because of the brand. The brand belongs to me. I own the brand. I own the music production. The Showers Purple Ink record label, and Weed Indeed Music Studio production. I own that. And if it's caught into any saga, whether it be Batman or almost or lottery scamming or rape or whatever, I am going to step up to the plate and defend my brand. Because why are you calling my brand name in your mouth with something that it has nothing to do with? You want police to come and arrest me or terrorize me, or do you want criminal to see me and attack me in the street because the brand is mixed up in lottery scamming and rape, like what you people and radio station are promoting? This is why I stepped into the mix now and said, no, even if I'm going to have to clear Derek's name, to clear my name, because my name is on the line, because my brand is on the line, and my brand is me. Derek is not me. I am not King. I am not Richard, and I am not Blackman. I am Showers, and the brand belongs to me. All right. And my page are being thrown into the mix because the brand and the recording studio production belongs to me. that were being published on website Discogs by these people. An investigation also led to believe that King have something to do with the website Discogs and Point Zero and MelodyShop.com. Blackman have something to do with it. Richard have something to do with it. But Derek has nothing to do with it. Alright, so basically it was a mix-up propaganda and blunder against Derek, and my brand was thrown into the mix. Alright. Basically, I believe and I discovered that they are throwing the brand in it because they want the brand to use as a cover. They're not using it because they believe the brand was belonging to Derek. Or they wasn't using it because they believe the brand was belonging to one of them. Because the brand doesn't belong to King, Derek, Blackman, or Richard. The brand belongs to me. And the brand got mixed up on the website because of their plans. And I am out defending the brand. And I have to use my page to defend the brand because I cannot pay for a cyber security specialist to investigate this. So I took it on myself. So I file a lawsuit. I file a lawsuit against the Discogs company, and I file a lawsuit against the owner, who is Jagra. I also discovered that according to investigation, Jagra have some connection with this Christiana and Trelawney frequency. They are frequent. Jagra have something to do with Trelawney and Christiana and what the place called Savlamar, right? Negril. They have something to do with these places from between Negril, Montego Bay, Christiana, and Trelawney. All right. So now I am trying to figure out, how did Derek get the phone? Why did Derek get the phone? So I realize now that they were trying to rumor Derek's reputation, and I got mixed up in the process because my brand was thrown into the process. I was never supposed to know. It's their conversation lead me to start doing some research, only to find that Google have a site that is publishing my brand and my music production. And there is also a Morris person. Who is Morris? Who is Morris? Is it the same Morris that I believe you all are talking about? Is it the same Morris that sell clothes? Is it the same Morris? I don't know, I want to know. According to investigation, lead me to a Morris. All right. Morris is also involved into the website saga in extracting content from my YouTube page, my Showers Purple Ink YouTube page, to upload to the website Discogs. They changed the name of the record label because the record label is Showers Purple Ink, Hans logo. Showers Purple Ink record label with Hans logo. That's what it was recorded as at Jaipo. And I was told at Jaipo, this is the name of the brand. When you're gonna explain the brand, this is the name that you use. Showers Purple Ink record label with Hans logo. That's what I was told. So the name was made to be that. I made an email with the name Showers Purple Ink. I made YouTube page with the name Showers Purple Ink just to register the name online. All right. So the Showers Purple Ink was registered to use so. But the website Discogs changed the name and were promoting the brand as White Base Label with Hans logo. It wasn't Showers Purple Ink record label. It were being promoted, the name was changed on Discogs. I have everything as proof, I have the screenshots, so anybody want to refute me, they're free. I have the screenshot. The brand was renamed, it was remarked, the brand, let me use the operative name. The brand was remarked on Discogs as White Base Label, all right? And it were being promoted by these people. King, Marlon. Who is Marlon? Who is this Marlon that you're talking about? Marlon, Morris, King, Richard, and Blackman. And there's a lot more people mentioned. I'm not going to go through all of them names. But these people names are integral. So my brand got involved. My production got involved. And basically I don't know, but I gathered how they got the brand. There was a PC There was a PC desktop. There was access. I have access to the PC desktop, and other people have access to the PC desktop in the church. There is a PC desktop computer in the church, and I use the computer and others use the computer. So the computer was accessible to several different people. So I use the computer to do some printing and some wording and so on and so forth. So basically, there are data in the computer that belonging to me consist of the brand and the music production. So I figured that's how they got it. I figured that's how they got the brand, because I didn't give them the brand, and I didn't give them permission to the brand or my music production. So that's how I gathered they got permission. They got access to the brand through the PC that I was using inside the church. The PC is missing, and I don't know where the PC is at. I don't know who took the PC, but the PC is missing with my history in it. And my history in it is the brand, the music production, and some business letter in the PC. So they took the PC with that in it, and they got my brand from it, I gathered. But why were they doing this now? Why were they set it out? Why did they set it out to ruin someone's reputation in all of this? Why? Investigation is still ongoing, so I'm not going to go into it and try to speculate on anyone. What I've rooted up and exposed today is this. Now, I'm asking the question. The first time it was mentioned about this Richard person, it was yesterday. It went viral because Amber was on IRA FM. Amber was on IRA FM discussing this very cell phone and the video that were being viral that Derek are being accused of. Amber was on IRA FM yesterday discussing the situation. And it were made clear to Amber, it was made clear to Amber through social media that Derek doesn't got anything to do with the phone, and Derek got nothing to do with the video. The phone and the video belong to Richard and this King person and this Blackman person and this Marlon and this Morris person. The phone belongs to these people. But Richard is the person that is targeted to be the owner of the phone. Richard is the person is targeted to be the owner of the phone. So I'm saying to Amber now. I'm saying to Amber, yesterday it was revealed that the phone belonged to Richard, and it was revealed also to Dean Jackson Miller that this Blackman person that you are accusing Derek of and homosexuality is not the Derek, and it is a black man. And it is not me, because it got nothing to do with me and my business. My business got thrown into it because of the computer edit that you find, I believe, are suspected. So now it's been revealed online that this Richard person is being exposed to be the owner for the phone that the homosexual conversation were being held, and they are on the video that the homosexual exposure were being made. So I'm saying to Amber, this is what I've discovered. When it was exposed online and Amber got the message, she went silent. She suddenly went silent. All right. Paula and Porter from RJR. Imagine, Amber was on her IAS and IRA FM about the situation, and she was laughing and she was ridiculing Derek and she was humoring Derek and she was ruining Derek's reputation to be a homosexual because Derek is on a cell phone and Derek is on a video. All right. Now that it is exposed, Amber went silent immediately. Amber said nothing more about the video, and Amber said nothing more about the cell phone. Who is this Richard? Who is this Richard that you don't want his name to be mentioned? Because you don't mention Richard's name to be a part of a cell phone, but you mention Derek's name to be a part of a cell phone. Amber did not mention Richard's name and King name and Blackman name to be anything to do with the phone and the video, but they mentioned Derek's name to do something with the video and the phone. All right. They didn't mention Morris and they didn't mention Marlon, but they mentioned Derek. All right. So now that they mentioned that name, and the name is clear, Derek name is clear, and it is exposed online that Richard is the owner for that particular phone that belonged to the church, that the church was given, the phone was given to answer to anyone, and Derek also answered the phone, and Derek got mixed up in it. Why did you choose to mix up Derek because of that? Why did you choose to mix up Derek because of that? The phone is yours, the conversation is yours, the video is yours. Why did you do that to Derek Repetition? Why did you people do that to Derek Repetition? And call yourself Christian? Call yourself Christian, and this is what you do to Derek Repetition. Alright. So now that Derek name is clear and Richard is thrown into the mix, the phone must have been registered to Richard. Why you gone silent? Richard is exposed. That's why you're gone silent. Why is Richard so? Why you hush when the name Richard mentioned? Why do you hush when the name Richard mentioned? And I'm talking to Amber. What Amber and Irie FM? Why do you gone silent when the name Richard was mentioned? The name Richard was mentioned clearly online that the phone belonged to Richard. According to investigation, the phone belongs to Richard. It's owned by a Richard. Who is this Richard person that you gone silent on him? But you're ready to talk about Derek Repetition underlined with a homosexual thing because you want to kill Derek Repetition. All right. So now, Richard's name is underlined and Amber went silent. Paula Ann Porter was on holiday for from the early part of January, or the early part of this last part of December. I don't even remember, but she went off here because I am tracking them this close. I'm close marking them because the investigation is on and no stone shall be left unturned. Alright. So Paula Ann Porter was on holiday. Paula Ann Porter was on holiday for about a 2 weeks period or more. Just a little over a 2 weeks period to a 3. Between 3 weeks. Paula Ann Porter returned to radio station yesterday the 28th of let me see what date. If I can find the date. It was the 28th of January 2025. Paula Ann Porter returned to work. Paula Ann Porter returned to work on January 20th, 2025, yesterday, Monday. Paula Ann Porter came on radio station with a swing at Derek. Paula Ann Porter came on the radio station with a swing at Derek. She came on swinging at Derek Repetition again in 2025. All that I'm talking about, all that I mentioned earlier on, was coming through 2017 to 2024. I never knew that they had it so up in arms to ruin Derek Repetition until 2025. They started out with it. So Amber started out 2025 ruining Derek Repetition again. Paula Ann Porter came on air off the leaf the 28th of January 2025, yesterday, Monday. And Paula Ann Porter came out swinging at Derek Repetition again in 2025. She and Derek Wilkes had a go for the 4 hours from 6 till 9 on Derek Repetition. And they mentioned nothing about Richard, and they mentioned nothing about this King person, and they mentioned nothing about this black man, and they mentioned nothing about Marlon, and they mentioned nothing about Morris, whose name are rooted in the investigation. I'm gonna come back to this in a short because I wanna get this if it's gonna take me an hour to do it. So I want to know now, Delia Harris was on it in 2025. Delia Harris kicked off a campaign, a smear campaign against Derek Repetition in 2025 again. Chris Johnny Daly, Dean Jackson Miller, Emily Shields, and all of them kick off a campaign, a smear campaign against Derek Repetition in 2025 again. So now I ask Dean Jackson Miller, Who is this black man person that you are mentioning, trying to ruin Derek Repetition, involving him in your homosexuality, that they are involving? She went silent. So now, I am saying to Paula and Porter, yesterday you came out swinging at Derek Repetition, and you must have found out that the Richard person is being exposed for the things that you are accusing Derek of. The Richard person and others are being exposed. First before that, who is Cricket? Paula and Porter, who is Cricket? Is Cricket the same person you're talking about that investigation brought forward? Because there's a Cricket person, there's a guy that you call Cricket, there's a guy that you all call Cricket, name is also brought up into the investigation. Who is this Cricket person? All right. Just to make y'all know that I know what is going on. So now I'm saying no. Yesterday you came out swinging at Derek Repetition, you and Derek Wilkes. You came out swinging at Derek Repetition yesterday, ruining Derek Repetition again with the same phone and the same homosexual conversation and the same homosexual video. Paula and Porter, you came out swinging at Derek Repetition yesterday again. So I'm saying to you now, after you came off radio, it went viral. It went viral that this Richard person is the person who owned the cell phone with the homosexual conversation and the video that consists of the homosexual misconduct that you're blaming Derek for. Today, the 21st, it's 21st. It's the 21st. Let me check the almanac just in case I don't want to run up. Today is Tuesday the 21st. Yeah. Today is Tuesday the 21st. Today is Tuesday the 21st. So yesterday the 28th, Paula and Porter and Derek Will came out swinging at Derek Repetition again in 2025. And it went viral yesterday because of Amber propagation and propaganda and blundering against Derek Repetition, because she was being more clear. They were ridiculing why Amber was, they were ridiculing Derek Repetition while Amber was pointing out the reason Derek deserved to be ridiculed. Paula and Porter and Derek came out swinging yesterday, ridiculing Derek's repetition, and Amber came out pointing out the descriptive why Derek deserved to be ridiculed. Now that Richard name is being thrown out into the mix as the owner of the phone, Amber went silent, and Amber said nothing more throughout our program about Richard and the phone and the homosexual video. Today the 21st, Tuesday the 21st of January 2025, Paula and Porter came back on air this morning with her fucking mouth tight-lipped, she and Derek. Since morning, 6 o'clock they started their program. They mentioned nothing about the alabaloo about the Derek person and the homosexuality and the accusation. They mentioned nothing about it. They need to accuse Derek of nothing, and they need that clear Richard name. They did not clear Richard name, and they did not propagate anything against Derek this morning. And I've been listening and switching through the channels. And I hear nobody talking about